Bad react.
Bad react.
Bad react. Bad react. Bad react.
Bad react. Hitting that play button. YouTube is Sensei, the place to be. Chill, Mr. Andy back with some more Fat React. Tomorrow, June 4th, Homelander comes out for all those who got the early access, who got the premium edition of Mortal Kombat 1. Yes, I will be playing him on my Switch version while I'm at work, and then get on my PS5 version when I get home. I'm excited for Homelander. I've been waiting for that Homelander Omni-Man clash up. I'm pretty good with Omni-Man, so I like Omni-Man, but I want to see how Homelander checks out, because, you know, got the lasers, got the Superman thing going on. So, don't know about Anthony Starr or anything like that, but today was the Kombat cast, alright? So we're going to check out what his gameplay is like, what Ferra's gameplay is like, and all this, and how it goes. We can see the trailer, but I want to see the breakdown. I want to get into the nitty-gritty kind of stuff like that. So, like I said, I've been busy and stuff like that. And also, I got a poll up, okay? I feel so that the channel has gotten stagnant. It hit a wall ever since we lost our original channel. Got back to this one. I feel as though, like, something ain't clicking like it was in the old school days, alright? And we about to come up on 10 years I've been on here, but it don't even look like it, alright? So I want to go on the poll, on that poll, and see. I'm doing multiple polls to see what you guys like, what y'all don't like on the channel, and what needs to be inputted. And first of all, honestly, being in touch with social media is one of them. But we ain't here for that right now. We're here to see this more common gameplay from the Kombat cast. So, if you guys are new here, make sure to subscribe button, make sure to like button. We do reactions, pop culture, and wrestling on this channel. Wrestling and pop culture podcast on the weekends. That's a big problem I got to fix, because I recorded the podcast last Thursday or Friday, and I still got to put it up to today. So, we got to chill with that. Alright, let's get on to it. Alright, hitting that play button.
All right, let's take a look at Homelander.
Soup's excited.
All right, let's
do
go.
it.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
Quality.
That's right.
So, you know, as you'd expect, not exactly a martial artist, more of a brawler. He just kind of punches you really quickly and really hard. I think his throw really shows his strength.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah,
that
just
fourth wall break.
The cockiness of it is great. He also has his eye beams, which he uses on his down 4, his sweep, and a bunch of his special moves, which we'll get into.
I said when they first said
he's a
Combat
big fan
Pack,
of
them lasers going to be his primary
even
thing.
his ducking attack,
He ain't a
just
fighter.
ducking, just shows off his personality. Like,
It's
what are
great.
you gonna do?
Yeah, he is so
What are
cocky.
you gonna-
We're ants to him.
Mm-hmm.
So let's check out one of his key normals, his back 1. This is his normal that has the most range.
Oh, wow, okay.
It is a high, so you got to look out for down pokes and duckers.
Back,
But it has great
high.
range,
Back
and you can
one's
get
a
him
high.
into a combo, and he just shoves you away.
Which
That's what
is
was
pretty good for him at the character.
That'd be good for Vado came
It's a
in.
great point. Then for mids, he has this forward 1, which it doesn't quite have the range of a back 1, but it is mid, which is great.
He's
Yes.
got the spinning backhand.
Yes.
One of my favorite moves in the game.
Very
you
disrespectful.
do it in the office all day long.
Not great.
Yeah.
Back
Oh!
2, 1+3 ends in a throw where he gouges your eye out, which is, I love the design team really nailed it. This guy fights dirty. Despite his super
1+3,
strength, he's
okay.
just nasty about the way he fights.
So is he pushing your eyeball in or pulling your eyeball out?
I think he's pushing it out and then throwing away the
What a joke.
little,
The Detrius.
yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
Another normal I'd love to show is forward 4, which is this low laser sweep, and you can actually combo off of it.
That's a 4-4?
I think that'll be one of his best combo starters.
Oh, okay.
And it hits low, which is always great. And then lastly, this normal I think is probably his coolest, is this ear clap. He claps you in the ear. It actually does this cool, like, deafening sound effect, and then it has a neat little bonus where if it's a counter hit, he gets a full combo.
Oh, that's cool. And it's like another sort of reference to the show, too, which I love.
Exactly. One of the best scenes from season 2, I think. So let's go over his special moves. First off, the eye beams.
Yeah.
Everyone saw them in the trailer. He's got a straight beam.
Mm-hmm.
The EX1 is extra powerful and knocks you down. Low one, you can use it to go under fireball, stuff like that.
Okay.
Keep them from advancing forward. An anti-air one
Oh, that
is
anti-air.
pretty self-explanatory. If you think they're going to jump, you do it,
Right.
and they'll regret jumping.
Yep.
And then he has a sweeping laser, which is very cool. The startup is pretty slow, but on hit you get this big knockback. You can get corner combos, and on block they're pushed back. So this one is kind of, hey, you're up close, I want to keep you away. and that complements the ones where you are away and I want to keep you away or keep you contained.
Yeah, if you're in the corner, you can do corner comms and that's it.
Yeah,
That's
straight
right.
zoning.
Little
They ain't
corner.
gonna like that.
They're back.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck. And also for people that might be wondering, Homelander's earpiece is his cape, belt, and the shoulder paddy thing.
Cauldrons.
No one uses
Yeah.
that word. No one uses that word.
All right, so he also has this flight move where he flies up in the air and then comes down looking very, very cocky and regal. If you EX it, it has armor and it knocks them down. So that's kind of his, hey,
Okay.
you're up close, you're pressuring me, get off me move. He literally gets off, like flies up and is
Oh,
just
that'd be good for
gone.
my son's air mag.
Then
Ooh,
he
that
has
pressure
this
in there cool.
god complex move in the air where he
Oh,
kind of
that's
goes
cool.
into this,
Praise me.
yeah, very, very arrogant pose.
Regal.
You can go left or right and float, release it at any time. You can just land or go directly into flight, which we'll talk about in a minute.
Okay.
And that's a low hitting move when he comes down, little stomp. And then probably his most like kind of notable move, that the move that kind of wraps everything together, is the diabolical dash, command dash.
Kind of the glue of his kit.
Exactly,
Yeah.
like
Oh, that
everything
command dash.
ties to this.
Is that like his
He
version
dashes
of
forward,
his
it's a command dash. It's back forward.
Virtual
too. And from
stance?
there,
But
he has
he's
four
not a
different
stance character
options.
though, but
He has the pop up you've seen, where he knocks you up,
Leads air
gets a
comms.
combo. He has this knee, which is safe on block and mid. You get a knockdown. He has the big ol' mighty boot, that's
Big boot.
plus on block and knocks them down.
And my favorite.
The grab, which is actually like a throw. Like if they're stand blocking, they'll be thrown.
Which you can do from, like, the throw from distance if you...
Right. So you can go in and do a throw, go in and do, like if you think they're going to duck block, you can use
Okay.
this mid and get frames.
Is that punishable?
All the different kind of mix-ups you can think of.
So he's got all the tools.
Pretty much. Like his offense is kind of
Excuse me,
tied
burping,
to
it might
this
go.
diabolical dash, which you can also do in the air, and it has slightly different like animations.
okay.
Like the throw becomes this cool next snap where he drops them down. And the back forward one becomes like a ground combo instead of knocking you up. And you can do both to like do long combos, which you can see in the trailer and the fight we're going to show after this.
Oh yeah, there were some long air combos in that trailer, and I was like, that looks nice.
His combos are very fun to do too. So then let's talk about flight. At any
All right.
point, you can get up in flip stands and it'll start floating. And from there you can move around completely. It's full flight. He also then you can drop down, and he gains,
So let's say it one more time, like, because it is a different way of getting into the air, too. You're
Correct.
using
Is
your
that
foot
down,
to
back
fly.
three?
yes, that's right. And from there he has a couple of new moves. He has a down beam. He has straight beam, so you can kind of keep them grounded, keep them out of the air, which is exactly what he wants. And then he can do the diabolical dash from flight. So you can do stuff like all the different moves. You can do the grab, and you can just land, and you can use it to get in very quickly.
Spice Code
You can use
good?
it to go past them for mix-ups,
He owns
and
the
he can
air.
drop down.
That's basically-
Exactly.
he
And if
owns
you look
the
at the rest of his kit, a lot of it is based on keeping you out of the air, so
And
then
he
he's
just-
free.
This is fully fleshed out flying. He is
Exactly.
flying.
Now, I think one of the coolest things, though, is you can actually use it a lot quicker than you might think, and you can go into his air normals. Here's my favorite example. You'll notice we talked a lot about lows, throws, and all that,
Yeah.
but I never said the word overhead. Typically, he doesn't really have an overhead. However, air attacks are overheads. So what you can do is go into flight almost instantly and do a jump attack. I'll show you.
And that counts as an over.
Wow.
Exactly.
That was
Now I'll
cool.
do it very slowly so you can kind of see what I mean. I'm going into flight, hitting 4, going into a jump attack, canceling that into diabolical dash 1 into my combo. So it's almost like, very, very, and I don't want to say instant, but very quickly you can go into flight, cancel into a jump attack, which becomes an overhead, and that's going to complement all his mix-ups. So you can mix it up with the 4-4, the throw. You could not do the jump attack. You could diabolical dash over their head, come down, just land. All the options you can do in the air, you can do just on the ground. You can do it in combos and instantly go into flight.
Okay.
You can then, resume your zoning, or again, diabolical dash in, land if you don't, fake them out, go
So
for a 50-50.
It's interesting, like his ground version, you don't have to be worried about overheads, but you always have to be worried about overheads because of his spot.
Exactly.
So he actually
Okay.
does have overheads, it's just they're gained a different way.
Yep, exactly. I think it's a really neat way to do his mobility and his mix-ups, all tied around the diabolical dash and the flight. I think
It's gonna take me a minute. It ain't gonna be as easy as I'm thinking it's gonna be.
Pretty straightforward, jack of all trades, just kind of a brawler, and you're like, that's cool. His animations are cool. This is all great. When you get into flight, you're like, wow, hitting these buttons is really, really fun. He kind of really opens up when you start looking into flight. I think it's a ton of fun.
A lot of satisfying combos. Basically.
Yeah, I think he'll really appeal to kind of creative people that like, the setups and the big combos and stuff like that. He'll be a great, here's this video on Twitter of the stuff you can do in the corner using sweeping laser into flight. It's very cool.
Yeah.
And we haven't even talked about, what people will be using for cameos.
Exactly. I mean, again, that can just complement his mix-ups, you could have a cameo. Like, you could use, for example, if you're having trouble keeping them out of the air, Sonya's Square Wave.
Oh, I was saying,
And
how
then,
long is he in the
the
air
last thing I
for?
want to talk about is his Fatal Blow. He can do it on the ground. It's a low laser, but then a neat thing, he can do it in flight.
Still okay. Oh. Pow! Ew.
And that is Homelander.
Yep.
Wow, okay.
Suits off.
So,
Alright, that was Homelander. Okay, now, once again, maybe it's how IGN has stuff broken up and stuff like that, because I'm like, okay, we didn't get to talk about Ferra or nothing like that, or Fatality, stuff like that. So, well, they don't usually show the Fatalities on the thing, though. Alright, but, so, I see that they have another video here of Ferra, so I'm just like, okay, I want to see how Ferra operates. I'm like, Homelander was kind of like, that's it? Okay, so I'm like, okay, but you know what? I'm going to get used to it. But yeah, let's go check out Ferra for right now, alright?
So the way she works is very interesting, and it's not like most.
I knew there was more. I knew there was more.
Basically, become like Ferrator. She controls your movement now. I absolutely loved the walking back.
She's in
Yeah,
control. Yeah.
and every button you hit gives you a different classic Ferrator move. Like, let's start with one of the most iconic is that neutral jump punch from MKX.
I spammed that as a player.
I think
Can confirm.
every Ferrator player did.
Oh, that's pop.
There was no reason not to.
Right. Standing one becomes this big wind-up punch. It's a mid-combo starter.
It covers a good amount of distance.
It does. Two becomes an overhead.
So there's an overhead.
Another
for
mix.
Well,
Three.
there's an overhead for Homelander now. So
That's right.
There you go.
Three becomes my favorite, the bowling ball slide. Just rolls her out. I love how you're throwing her around and she just seems to like it.
Yeah, she's crazy.
And do keep in mind, we do have the cameo meter on full.
Yes, these
So-
moves would
four.
drain, but so I'm not having to reset it non-stop. We're showing you. And then she also has a throw. Like, she has a normal cameo throw, like in the neutral, but when she's on your back, you get a throw.
Bonus throw.
Bonus
So,
throw.
right, you have throws, overheads, lows, combo starters, a tremendous jump attack. But what if I said that's not all she can do?
Oh,
Alright,
well,
well, show
is
me
there
more
stuff?
then.
Pain and Gain is back.
Okay.
She stabs you, she can do it up to twice, you gain a damage buff, and then armor when she's stabbing you.
Wow.
So that's something you can use if you don't kill yourself on accident, but
We've seen before.
yeah. And you can use the armor, if you predict an attack and you want to activate it. And then lastly, I think this might be my favorite thing about her. Instead of jumping on your back, she can do Peanut Gallery, where she comes out and cheers for you. And if you successfully attack, you gain more super meter.
You see how super meter
And you
really
can see how
moving.
exciting she is.
Oh, she's hyping it up.
But
Wow.
if you get hit, she gets sad and
Aw.
upset, and you lose meter instead.
Nobody wants a sad Ferra.
Yeah, she'll literally turn red and kind of pout.
So throw her out there. You have the momentum, and you start getting there, and then increase
Exactly.
your momentum.
Yep. So, I mean, basically, it's as simple as said. You hit R1 and you become Ferrator from MKS.
Ferralander at this
yeah,
point. Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think she'll be great for maybe you're playing a character that doesn't have the best mix-ups. Now you do. awesome combo extensions, and she's just super entertaining to have on the fight. Like if you just want someone to give you good vibes and
support you.
Right, there you go.
I like how she tries to keep up with you too.
It's so fun.
That's great.
So that's Ferra.
Wow. Okay. So far, Homelander seemed very more simpler than I expected. But it's like I might take some get used to. I'm not going to like jump on him like I did Omni-Man, but I'm definitely going to be in there working that stuff out. Also, Ferra, I figure like you're gonna be used as Ferra Tor, like Ferra Tor, you're gonna be Tor. So I completely explain that. That makes the most amount of sense for a cameo use. So that should be pretty good. I gotta figure out who I want to really use Ferra with though. So that'd be kind of cool. But yo, that was like the combat cast for Mortal Kombat 1 and Homelander and Ferra breakdown. So post in the comments down below how you guys feel about it. You guys excited for her tomorrow? Hit the like button if you enjoyed my reaction. Hit the subscribe button for more Fat Reacts right here on NC Studios. Once again, it's NC the place to be. Chill, Mr. Andy, and the Fat React is out.